Wiley, what do you have to say about the Republic, in charge of the Republican Party in the Senate? What do you have to say about Mitch McConnell? First and foremost, Mitch McConnell is getting world-class, station head, y'all head over to YouTube, world-class health care. And I have to say that again. He's getting world-class health care. First class, the best health care ever as a senator. It pisses me off that this man is up in age, sickly, but got the best care that he can get. But while he's sitting in that seat of power, he said, F the people in my state, don't expand Medicare, don't expand Medicaid, Medicare, don't help the Affordable Care Act, don't give them the insurance that I love. And I want to say this to President Biden, Vice President Harris, everybody in his administration. American people should get the same health care that Senator Mitch McConnell got. Everybody got got great health care. That's the health care that American citizens should get, right? And so this man was doing a question. He froze up. Clearly, he should be focusing on family, his health, and get out of office, right? He's not well enough. And it's not just for Republicans. We also have Democrats. She's up there. Old, I believe she's in her 90s, and she couldn't even remember where she's at. They're holding on this power. You got to be sick in your mind to be sick and don't want to say, you know what, it's time for me to give it to somebody else. But you're too that desperate with the power. This is an insult. This goes for Republicans and this goes for Democrats. They both, when they get people to a certain age, they just keep them up on there. So what? We got to feed them the information. And they're not really controlling it. And then they say, well, his doctor say he can do it. Clearly, he's not well. Anytime you do talking, everybody say stop. This Mitch McConnell. Anytime, like my grandmother's not well. Anytime you got to whisper something in her ear, say, oh, no. How to whisper. Her staff what is that senator name? I know she's old and frail. So she doing a vote. And her staff just say yes. Yes. Lady, you shouldn't be up in there. We didn't vote your staff to be the senator. You need to be out of office. There should be a law that if you're not capable mentally, physically, you shouldn't do the job. This is why we should have term limits because of this thing. I'm not against elderly people running in office, right? But it should be a term limit. It shouldn't be you in your 80s and 90s and you clearly sick and you still want to do the job. You can't do it no more. What much power do you need? Is that Danny Franstein from Finstein? Baby, she needs to retire. What the heck are y'all doing? And the sad part about it, they get the best of health care. I feel sorry for the grannies and the elderly folks that are suffering right now because they don't have the great care. Because a little secret, them doctors don't like Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare, because they don't get the best of the buck. They prefer great insurance and private pay. So I feel sorry for them. Do I feel sorry for Mitch McConnell? No. He got the best doctors, the best nurses, the best everything. He just obsessed with power. Because he know if he retire, that opens the floodgates for the Democrats to take his spot. Democrats the same way. The reason why they got Danny, whatever her name is, Franstein, whatever her name is, right? You know, I F up names, but I know she's old and frail. They don't want her to retire because they don't want Republicans to take her spot or more not as a progressive Democrat. They want to keep holding on to that power. Baby, retire. Sit down. You can't do the job. You are incompetent. And the reason why they don't want these laws on the books, because they know we all going to be out of office. Most people in the Senate, they're old. They've been in that for decades, and some of them not good. That goes for Democrats. That goes for Republicans. That goes for them both. I'm not putting one part over. They both get in office in 89, stuck in their ways, and they don't want to give it to the younger generation. You have to. We are the future. Baby, you've been there for 20-some years. Let somebody else get the job done. Let somebody else step up in there. You 85 years old. Can somebody else get some power? And I tell the young progressive people, start progressive, young conservatives, y'all vote these people out. And they're not winning by huge numbers, vote them out. I love President Biden. No, I don't. I'm lying. I don't love him at all. I feel like he's trash. And let me tell you why he's trash. Economically, black folks are still doing bad. Black businesses are still suffering. We are still did not get our student loan cancellation like we supposed, even though Supreme Court did it. But still, though, he still can do enough about that. Okay? So he ain't all that great either. All right? And Reverend Al Sharpton, I speak to your shame, sir. You're talking about how black folks should support Trump because he called for the death penalty of black people. You're talking about the Central Park Five. Okay, I give you that. Well, Biden was the one that wrote the 1994 crime bill that locked up a lot of black people. So you can't call out one devil if you ain't calling out the other devil. So, okay, you can't call out one if you're not going to call out them all. All right? Hello? Yes, I'm live. Who is this? Oh, yes. Can you call me back, ma'am, in about an hour? Yeah, no, that would be so fine. Yes. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. I thought that was the White House. But you can't call out people for Trump. Biden was dangerous, too. He was with the segregationists. He was in the bed with them. Vice President Harris called him out. He's not that perfect. He have not used his power as a president of the United States to destroy white supremacy. He have not done that either. What he does, he give you feel-good messaging. One of the most dangerous things to our national security is white supremacy. You're talking, that feel good. But what policies you put into place? Why are you not in Mississippi and telling the governor to do right by poor black and brown people? Why are you not in Louisiana going against the governor or how he's treating black and brown people? Why are you not in Florida coming against and you having your vice president going to Florida? And why are you not in there? You white. You ain't doing a damn thing just because you send Kamala Harris to do the talking. She ain't the president. You white. It hit differently if you use your power as the president of the United States. Not using Kamala Harris. You use her for backup, but you lead it. Your silence just sending a black woman. No, you go there and talk about black history should be taught in the school. You do a tour as the president of the United States. You white. It hit differently when you talk against your own people that are suppressing black and brown people. You haven't done enough. So sit down. So Reverend Al Sharpton, sit yourself down. Stop trying to use this emotional strategy with black folks, with Trump, where you're not calling out President Biden. He have not done enough. Y'all do these secret meetings. What the hell are y'all talking about in that White House? Are you telling Biden why he not visiting these areas and calling out the destruction of these migrants, causing and robbing and stealing and taking over these black communities, flooding these black communities? Did you tell him to come to Chicago? He sent his wife. The wife, no offense to our First Lady Biden, but she ain't the president. Where is President Biden? You black so-called leaders, are y'all telling Biden to go to the worst of these cities and use that bully pulpit and bring resources and help with the migrant problem? Finally, I got to say it. We talking about Mitch McConnell, but I'm talking about the Democrats that so-called say they in power because they ain't doing nothing either. They are just as silent like Mitch McConnell. And they're more dangerous because they're still talking, but yet they're still silent. You sending your wife? Mayor Johnson said that the federal government needs to help with this migrant problem. Instead of President Biden coming himself, he sent his wife. You weak. Don't send your wife. She ain't got the power. She's a teacher. Only thing she know how to do is teach in that community college. And when she taught to them students, they ain't know the hell school she taught from. You the president of the United States. There ain't nothing wrong with bringing your wife ass back up. She take out one side of the city, talk to them people, and you take on the other side. But you the president. Okay? You are the president. You keep on talking about, well, I'm going to talk about Mitch McConnell. That's my friend. No, what you should have said, he need to resign. He can't do the job. Talking about him for what? He ain't well. And the media, y'all hold him to the thing and say, excuse me, Mr. President, you clearly see he's not well. He cannot talk. Your own part, senator in your party, somebody have to give her the answers. Do you think that is right to the American people that their staff have to tell them when to say yes or no? You got to call it out. But Biden, you can't call out the Republicans, because you got a senator that's frail, old, don't know where she coming or going. So you can't open up that Pandora's box. Only thing that you can say, he my friend. I disagree with him politically. You say he your friend. That man ain't no friend of black people when he vote no to help them to get medical treatment, vote no to help poor black and white folks to get dental care. They can't get their teeth fixed. Their hospitals are getting shut down. They got to travel 40 to 50 miles to get medical treatment because that senator sat in that seat and vote no, 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 no when he is getting the best health care that money can buy. That ain't no friend of the black people, the poor white people. Who are you talking about? Well, that's my friend. Well, damn, did you tell your friend to stop voting no and hurting poor folks? This go beyond race. But if poor white people got the flu or a cold, black poor people got the damn flu. They on their deathbed. So please, President Biden, you ain't strong enough in this. You're sounding like a beta. Yeah, weak. And the media is afraid to talk enough. And then you keep people us out the press room because you ain't getting these tough questions. And Reverend Al, hush and shut up, calling out President Donald Trump dirty laundry when you are knowing President Biden dirty laundry. And you having these secret meetings. What the hell are y'all talking about in those meetings? Black people still suffering. They still getting slaughtered in the streets. What are y'all talking about in that meeting? Oh, we're going to have a hate summit. We've been having hate summits. We've been having civil rights marches. Our people still getting slaughtered. What the hell we need to do a summit about hate? We know they hate us. We just need to call it out and say, wait a minute, maybe we need to get this situation different. We keep educating about the problem. Where's the solution? We need to do a hate summit. It needs to be a solution summit. Where are the solutions? We keep talking about the problem, and we keep celebrating the Civil Rights Act, celebrating the Civil Rights March, the March on Washington. But black folks are suffering more than they was during the Civil Rights March when they was marching on D.C., marching. They still suffering. So we must call out these so-called white progressive. They love black people. They think. But is they using their privilege to destroy the spirit that is keeping black folks down? I got to tell you, it got to happen. But all of these games that y'all are playing is stupid. And y'all blaming Trump that he's so evil. I respect him enough that everything ignorant that he say is out in the open. Y'all are dangerous because y'all do it behind the scenes. And then when the questions get answered about Mitch McConnell, don't worry. Mitch McConnell is my friend. and I'm going to talk to him today. I'm going to talk. He freezing up. He can't talk. What the hell are you talking about? You don't know that man. You know everything that happened in every country, especially the black ones. And you don't know it. You just heard about it. You're going to talk. He can't talk. The man is muted. He go in and out. He got an on button and an off button. And it just so happened all of his off button moments have been caught on camera. Sit down, shut up, and stop doing the press conference. And then you using your press secretary. I understand you got to protect your bag. I get it. You got to protect your bag. But don't talk to us like we stupid. We know President Biden is up in age, but he was smart enough to get somebody younger, right? There is no VP senator. It's just them. And it needs to be in place where it should be something, if they can't do the job, that somebody temporarily can take over. They control, they're not the senator just in their state. Their decision affects us all in this country, and it affects us. And we must have leadership, people in power that can do the damn job. If you can't talk, you can't do the job. You can't even communicate. Sir, do you think you're going to run in 2024 re-election, sir? They got to escort you off the podium. You don't need that job. And the other senator, frail, we got to whisper, vote yes. Vote. I want to say right now, yes. That's, ain't no, what the world? Sit down. So I just have to say that to Mitch McConnell, brother, you are a dangerous senator. And your health is failing. It is failing. Reason why they're making jokes, everybody says freeze or everybody says stop, or they're making jokes. You're not a good person. You're dangerous. And you treat your own people, poor white folks, like trash. You ain't no ally. You're weak. And your health is failing. And now you want some sympathy. I'm not one of them black folks, we're going to just pray. Yeah, I'm praying. Get somebody to take his job that's going to do right for poor black people. To get them out of poverty. Help them with their health. My prayer is to get a senator to take Senator Mitch McConnell's job that's going to vote yes to help them with health care, give them the same world-class healthcare that he got, to help them to increase the minimum wage, to stop these hospitals for dumping sick patients back on the streets. That is my prayer. I'm not praying that you get back well. For what? You ain't doing nothing. If you didn't do it when you was younger, you halfway to the graveyard. I'm not wasting no prayer like that. You in your 80s, almost 90-some years old. My prayer is the next senator, he or she or it, we, whoever get it, that do right for poor black people. And if you do right by poor black, everybody that's poor gonna take the reins of it. Because when black folks got some of the civil rights, we help everybody. Gays, white women, Latino people. So if you help poor black people, everybody else gonna join in into the pie. Okay? We never got something that was just for us. We join everybody in. So it won't be no difference if you help poor black folks. Okay? And you got to say poor people. You know the media is tired. They don't like to say poor. That's like a dirty word. People is broke. They ain't got nothing. Talk to people language. Talk to poor folks. They're suffering. I'm not worried about people that can pay their bills, that got money. I'm worried about people that ain't got it. But Mitch McConnell ain't got it. His health is slipping. He can go get the best doctor. They come to his house. Okay, Senator, the neurological and the brain and this and that. You got it all up. But if you poor and black, you got to plead for some help if you get it. And the help that you do get it, all right. Throw in a nursing home. If he was poor, he'd be throwing in somebody's nursing home with sores. This is the thing. You got, and that lady that's the senator, and the one that's Democrat, she'll be in somebody's nursing home with sores in a dementia unit. She won't be no senator. And she'll be in the nurse home saying, I was a senator back in the day. She'll be in there voting in a dementia unit. She need to be there. She don't need to be in the Capitol Hill. She need to be Capitol Nursing Memory Care Unit. In the Capitol Nursing Memory Care Unit. On a lock unit. That's what she needs to be. Both of them. Okay? So my prayer is to bring in people with a backbone, black, white, whomever. You say you're going to be for the people, then be for the people. Or leave. And people prayers are working. All these people, oh, you're so wrong. You don't need all that power. You ain't doing nothing with it. You benefiting those that in power, that got money. You benefiting them. But the poor folks that keep this economy running, they're suffering. They don't have no doctor that they can call and come see them and check their heart rate immediately. But Mitch McConnell can. And so can that senator that didn't know to vote yes or no. She got good care too. Okay? So my prayer is to get a good Congress in there, Senate in there. My prayer is us as black folks, we rise up economically, socially, spiritually, and do right and help more of us. Give that spirit what we had, that our ancestors had. When there was no integration, we had no choice to have your own bus line, your own thing. That is my prayer, that we get reminded of what our ancestors had before we got integrated with Pharaoh. That's my prayer. My prayer is to take out all these weak folks that's in office and bring in a new generation of leadership that's going to do right for poor black people. That's my prayer. Man, I ain't praying for you. Lord, get him healed. For what? So he can keep saying no to hurt us black folks? Nope. You ain't getting that prayer. I'm keeping it. I ain't wasting that prayer. So now we're dealing with all of this. Then we're dealing with Trump. Let's bring Trump picture up. Do we have Trump picture? I think we should have his picture up here really quick. Where's Trump? I thought we had his picture.